Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. In today's video we're going to be talking about what collaboration we could see next. Only because, you're probably wondering, why am I doing this video now instead of, a week from now? Because this could be this new tier. Once again, the patch notes on the new tier come out today. This could be the last banner before the collaboration, and normally when that happens, 7DS Leaks can find out what the banner is, and sometimes he ends up giving us hints. So I sort of wanted to make this before tomorrow, where he could, start possibly handing out hints, and it doesn't really make sense for me to make the video then, because we've got hints. Then instead, I'll make videos on the hints he releases instead, with more speculation going into what we could possibly get. Currently, the only thing we know, it's a new collaboration. You could quite easily say, oh, it's going to be this collab because of this leak. Please don't believe any leaks you see about what the collab's going to be, unless it's from a credible source, and if it is, I'll make a video on it, or I'll speak about it in a video, or I'll make a post about it. Do not believe it, because it is just clickbait, or just people speculating what it could be. It's like this video. I'm speculating. I have no idea. The only reason I'm saying the collaborations I'm saying is because there's some sort of logic behind it. So I have a few here I've sort of made icons for. They're really bad, I'm sorry. So, a lot of ones people are saying, solo leveling, I know it's horrendous, please forgive me, that looks horrendous, but still. Solo leveling collaboration, is it possible? Yes, Netmarble will do own a solo leveling game, as well as they own the rights to the anime, because if you look to the very end of the anime, when the title screen played, it said Netmarble on it. Also, it's because it's a game they own, they could technically just release it. It doesn't require them to spend money on the IP. It's cheap collab. The second season has recently ended, so there's a lot of hype about it. So it's sort of worth them releasing it, because there's a lot of hype on it. It's, I think, the largest, or one of the largest animes in the world. I think maybe Free Run's above that. Talking about Free Run, yeah, it's possible. They collaborated with the Slime game earlier this year. Will they collaborate with Grand Cross? Grand Cross is, in my opinion, better than the Slime game. There's more players on it, it makes more money, so I don't see the reason why they wouldn't collaborate with Grand Cross. Also, I'm not going to go into... I'll get into the whole races afterwards, because once again, like, they're releasing so many unknowns at the moment, they could easily wipe that off the meta. Then we did have Anne beforehand, who was a human, and you sort of get the trend. We had Red Soriel. Right, completely useless. Oh, well, why would you use Red Sorrow when you can use Run Demons with Melee Liz? What happens is, we then had a collaboration, which was Tower of God, which released Humans. Humans come back. We then get Anne. What did we get Anne then? Was it Anne? Who did we get after that? We got someone. Was it Red Yorm? May have been Red Yorm. I'm not interested in demons, sorry. And then we got Male, who is some broken goddess that Soriel is good for. So maybe it's like that. They've released Anne, now they're going to release some sort of broken human, which would make sense for like solo leveling, or Eminence in Shadow, or Konosuba. Free Run wouldn't really make sense on. Eminence in Shadow does also have a lot of unknowns as well, which would make sense because we're getting lots of unknowns recently. So it would sort of make sense to release a collaboration that's got maybe unknowns and humans in it. Free Run could also do quite well on that as well. It's got 2 humans and an unknown. That would make sense. Eminence in Shadow's got 1 human, all the rest are unknown. Konosuba's got, I guess, 3 humans, 1 goddess. And then solo leveling is just all humans. So it depends on what route they want to go down. But that's not the end of what collaborations we can get. It's the end of ones I've made. It's not the end of ones we can get. Realistically, they could go straight off topic. They could go straight for like Fire Force, because once again, Fire Force did collaborate with the Eminence in Shadow game back in, I believe, October time, to celebrate the announcement of the 3rd season. The 3rd season is currently airing, but it wouldn't stop them from releasing a collaboration, especially if it was made quite a while ago and they've just been prepping it. There's, once again, they could go down the route of, I'm just looking at all my manga on my right side, just going down to which ones. Your Chainsaw Man collaborated with Nikkei like 2 years ago, could possibly collaborate with Grand Cross. They've got the movie coming up at some point, I think this year, so, promotion for it. There's like tons and tons and tons. The only thing we know is that it's a new collaboration. Unfortunately, because it is a new collaboration, I'm going to have to say it could possibly be HoloLive. Only because HoloLive, I think as of today, the collaboration went live for the Tower of God game, which is, I believe, releasing, I don't know their names, but 2 HoloLive characters. People, VTubers, whatever you want to call them. So, it is what it is. If you look at the meta, you would assume that it'd either be a human or an unknown. Only because we got Anne, and then Anne sort of didn't have anyone then to go off of, unless, of course, Anne was designed to be released, and then you know, we get JP Anniversary and it's some broken Four Knights character or a human of some sort, or a Four Knights human. But yeah, it's just unfortunately how it is. We don't know who it's going to be. The only thing I do hope is that they have some sort of way to get around Hell. They have some sort of buff removal. I don't know who the collaboration is. I just want them to have some form of buff removal to get rid of Hell. Hell is such a pain to deal with. There's so many scummy teams that have Hell in it. You know, you've got LR Rimuru. People are now running with Hell in the back with like Suicide Fraudian up front. So yeah, you know, they may kill Fraudian, but then Rimuru drops down, boom, your buff's gone, and they can just trigger it on Hell and then kill the rest of your team. And at that point, Hell's basically useless when she's by herself. She doesn't really have a team. She doesn't really do too well. But I just wanted to make a video going over it. There's so many collabs it could possibly be. They haven't done... What was the last new collab we had? It was Overlord. That was a long time ago. But yeah, it could be anything. We do know that this collab's new. We're not sure about any of the rest of this year. They said we're getting multiple new collabs this year. We've had a rerun already, so my guess is that maybe the next two will be new, and then the final one of the year will be like ReZero rerun, which would still be quite hype because ReZero Season 3's come out, and there's a lot of change in those characters, so I do expect to see a decent change in those characters. In our old characters. Well, do I expect us to see an LR in this new collab? I would like to. Honestly, I would like to see a new LR. Like an LR collaboration character that's base LR, because if not, you're competing with all these UR bases and LRs that we currently have in the game with non-LR characters. Yes, you know, you've got non-LR characters with 74,000 CC, like this new Hell, but the extra 4,000, well, let's say about 3,000, so they don't accidentally beat some of the UR bases, but it would be quite good, and you'd put them in a spot like Millam's, where she's still actually used today with Hell. Because she's just extremely powerful, she's got really good CC, she's got really good stats, she's built very well. Yes, she can be a little bit pay to win with her ultimate, but apart from that, she's just generally a very good character. I do hope they bring back more collaboration LRs. Also, the reason I think there might be an LR in this collab, because if not, let's just say you got Millam, you got Rimuru, but you couldn't, for some reason, do the content to LR them, they're just saying you are in your box, and we've already had a collaboration, they didn't give any out. Because my theory was that they would give some out with the most recent Tower of God collaboration, but they didn't. So my guess is that this collaboration will have an LR, and it will release those materials so you can LR a character or many characters, depending on how they want to give out those materials. But yeah, that's it. I just want to make a video going over what it could possibly be. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments. If we get any updates, whether that's a hint or like an official leak from people that we know are credible, I'll either do a post or I'll probably just do a video on it, going over it and what it could mean. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.